Good afternoon, my viewers. You are welcome to Understand the Chemistry channel. On today's topic, in fact, I have a wonderful and interesting topic today, and that's what balancing redox equation occurring in acidic medium. In the next video, I'll be doing the one occurring in what? In alkaline medium. Okay, here are the rules. On the board, the rules that will help you on how to balance what redox equation. So the rule number one, balance all atoms that are not what oxygen and hydrogen in the half reaction. So rule number two, balance all oxygen atom with H2O for acidic solutions. Balance all hydrogen atom with hydrogen ion for acidic solution. Balance the charges with electrons added on either sides of equations as appropriate. Number E, add up the two balanced redox half equations simultaneously to ensure that the electrons in the two equations cancel out each other to give a complete equation with all the charges balanced. Okay, let's look at two examples that where we can apply all these rules. Balance the redox reaction in acidic medium. Ion 2 ion plus heptaozo dichromate 6 to give you ion 3 ion and chromium 3 ion. First of all, we're going to split this equation into what? Oxidation and reduction, or reducing agent, oxidizing agent, anywhere I want to put it. Okay, oxidation. Oxidation, which one is oxidized? This is ion 2 and this one is what? Ion 3. That's my what? That's oxidation or reducing agent. So I'm splitting into two half equation. So reduction. So this one is what? It's reduced. You can see this one is what? Heptaozo dichromate 6. The number of chromium here is what? Plus 6. And here is what? Plus 3. That's reduction. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is to each of them. I'm not like this one is already, the atoms are balanced, but the charges are not balanced. This one, I have to balance the atom of this. So I'll bring each of the, for example, I'll start with reduction and balance everything about reduction, do this one, everything, and I add up the two equations together and what? Write them. I cancel the electrons together and I cancel out the electron. Then I write the two equations and I add them up. So look at this one. You can see chromium atom is not balanced. I'm not bothered about oxygen. Remember the rule number one is to balance all every other atoms other than what? Oxygen. So I have two chromium here. Remember, if you want to balance them, to put it as coefficient, not here, not as subscript. You put as coefficient. So my chromium is balanced. So the next thing is to do what? Balance oxygen atom. I want to balance oxygen atom. So balance oxygen atom by adding water. So look at it. On the right hand side, I have 7 atoms of oxygen. But here, so that means there's a lot of oxygen. Add water there. So where am I supposed to put my oxygen? Or put my water? Put water. It's on the right hand side, other side. So I'll add it here. So I'm going to add what? Because I need 7 oxygen atoms, I'll put 7 molecules of what I'll add. So next time I'm going to, now I have 7 atoms of what? Oxygen. Oxygen is balanced. But to have hydrogen now, 7 times 2, that's 14 atoms of hydrogen I will have. But still I don't have it. So that side I showed of hydrogen, you will use what? Hydrogen ion. So I'm going to add what? Hydrogen ion here. How many atoms am I going to add? 14. 7 times 2 is 14. So 14 hydrogen what? Ion. So this is what I'm going to do now. Next step is to balance my charges. Let's look at the charges I have here. Let's look at the I have 2 minus, that's minus 2 for the right hand side. I have what? 14 times plus, that's what? Plus 14. On the product side, let's look at what we have. 2 times 3 plus, that's what? Plus 6. Minus 2 plus 14 will give you what? Plus 12. So you can see the charges are now what? Balanced. That side I have plus 12. On the product side I have what? Plus 6. So we normally use electron to balance the charge. We normally use electron to do what? To balance the charge. So what should I do? Remember, electron is what? Negative electron. Okay. I have plus 12. And I have plus 6 here. Which side you take? I can add that electron. Remember, this equation is what? This is reduction. We are working on reduction. If you want to add the electron to reduction, that electron, you add it on the what? Reactant side. For oxidation, always add the electron to what? To the product side. Add the electron to what? To the product side. And add the electron to what? To the reactant side for what? Reduction. Add 6 electrons on this reactant side. It will now be what? The electron is negatively charged. So if I put 6 electrons, that's 6 minus. Minus 6 plus 12. I'll be having plus 6. Which always means the same thing as on the other side, plus 6. Plus 6 electrons. Put the sign charge rather than minus. So I've seen it. So everything about let's look at the charge again. If it's in order. Minus 2 plus 14 is what? Plus 12. Plus 12 minus 6 is what? Plus 6. And I have here 2 times 3 plus is what? Plus 6. So electron is what? The charges are what? Balanced. Then we'll come to the oxidation. I work on oxidation. Like this, the atoms are what? Are balanced. So we're going to balance the charge by adding electron. Okay, look at this. This is 2 plus, this is 3 plus. Like I said, oxidation side, add electron to the what? Product side, to the right hand side. So this thing is starting with what? 1 electron. 1. So it will now be what? 3 plus minus 1 will give you what? Plus 2. 3 plus minus 1 is plus 2. And you also have what? Plus 2. So it means that the electrons here is balanced. But it means that the electron loss, electron gain must be the same. It means that this one lost, this ion, this one lost what? 1 electron, and this one gains how many? 6 electrons. So it's not equal. So what I'm going to do is do what? I'm going to multiply, because electron loss, electron gain must be equal. I'm going to use 6, this 6, to multiply what? The oxidation side, multiply this. So that electron loss will be equal to what? Electron gain. If the electrons are not equal, the same, it means it is not complete. If I have, essentially I have 2 here, and I have what? Probably I have 3 here. I will use 3 to multiply everything here. I will use 2 to multiply everything. So at the end, electron loss will be equal to electron gain. Okay. So multiply this by 6. So I'll be having 6 So this is what I have here. So next thing I'm going to do is to do what? I'm going to add this equation together since they are not the same. Electron loss equals electron gain, they are the same. If you check 6 times plus 2, that is what? Plus 12. 6 3 is what? 18. 18 minus 6 will give you 12. So the last rule, remember, say go to add up, cancel the electron. This I have 6 here. So 6 minus 6. This one on the right hand side. This one on the left hand side. So it's going to cancel out. So cancel the electron and add up what? The two equations together. So the next thing we are going to do, is to do what? Is to add the two equations together. So 6 and 2 plus CR2 and 2 minus plus 10 hydrogen ion. This electron has cancelled out. So I'll not add it again. Plus 7 molecules of what? Water. So this is the balanced what? Redox equation in acidic medium. Let's look at another exercise. We have to balance this equation in acidic medium. The first one I gave you, hydrogen ion was on the right hand side and water molecule was not added. Okay, when this equation like this, let's just say, okay, let me begin to balance the atoms. I have 3 here, I put 3 here, I have 6 here. You might not get it. So we're going to do what? Split this equation into what? Into 2 half equation. One for reduction and one for what? Reduction. So which one is oxidized in this equation? You can see cerium 3 ion to what? Cerium 4 ion. So our reducing agent or oxidation is what? Cerium ion. Three plus what? 4 plus. What of reduction? If you check the oxidation number of this bismuth here is what? Plus 5. And here is what? Plus 3. So this one is what? Reduced. That's what? That's oxidizing agent or reduction. Okay, let's start with what? With the reduction. You can start with anyone, you can start with any of them. Okay, look at this. So rule number 1 says balance all atoms other than what? Oxygen. So bismuth is already balanced. I have 1 atom here, I also have 1 here. So oxygen is not balanced. What I want to do? We are going to do what? Balance oxygen by adding what? H2O, adding water. How many atoms of oxygen do I have here? 3. Because of 3, I'll put 3 molecules of oxygen. Now I balance oxygen. Hydrogen is left. 3 times 2 is what? 6. I have 6 hydrogen here. So what do I do? Remember, if you want to balance what? Hydrogen, use what? Hydrogen ion. So I will also add what? I will also add 6 hydrogen what? Ion. So let's see, I'm going to balance is our charge. Let's look at the charges we have on the right hand side. I have minus, that's minus 1. 6 times plus, that is what? Plus 6. On the product side, I have what? 3 plus, that's plus 3. Water is not charged, it's not charged. So minus 1 plus 6 is what? Plus 5. You can see plus 5 on the right hand side, plus 3 on the product side. So the charges are not well balanced. So we're going to balance the charge by adding electron. How many electrons will I add on the reactor? Remember, I told you that if you want to add electron for reduction, add it on the what? Reactant side. If you want to add the electron for oxidation, add it on the what? Product side. So I'm going to balance the charge. Balance the charge by adding electron. So how many electrons will I add here to balance it? Remember, I have +5 on the right hand side, so I'll add 2 electrons. My electron is minus, so 5 minus 2 will give me +3. So the electrons I have, electron is what? The charges are what? Balanced. Then I'm going to work on what? The oxidation. So for my oxidation, I have cerium 3 plus, cerium 4 plus. So I have 3 plus here, I have 4 plus here. So I need to add electron to balance it. So I add 1 electron. Now if it's 1 electron, don't put 1. See the sentence as say like this. So one still invisible 1, that's invisible 1. So 4 minus 1 is what? 3 plus 3. So I have plus 3. It means that the electrons are what? Balanced. So the charge here is balanced. Charge I have here. I have 3 plus 3. I also have plus 3. Okay, remember, electron loss is equal to what? Electron gain. So what it means that this cerium lost 1 electron, but here 2 electrons were accepted. So it means the electrons are not equal. So if you want to balance the electron loss equal to electron charge, I'm going to use 2 to multiply the what? The oxidation, so that at the end the electrons will be equal before cancelling out. Before I cancel out, electron must be equal. So I'm going to multiply this by 2 and multiply here by 1. So anything times 1 is setting as that. Multiplying oxidation half equation by 2. So I'll be having 2 Ce3 plus 2 Ce4 plus 2 electrons. So this is what I have. So the next thing I'm going to do is to do what? Is to add the 2 equations together. So since I have 2 electrons here, I have 2 electrons, so the electron will cancel out. I'm going to add the 2 equations together. Add the 2 equations together. So add them together. So I have plus I have a 6 hydrogen ion. The electrons have cancelled out. I'm going to add the electron. Ce4 plus 3 molecules of water. So let's look at the charges. Count out, add our charges together and count if what I have on the right hand side is equal to what I have on the product side. -1, 2 times 3 is what? 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 3 is 6. Plus 6 plus, that 6 plus 6 is what? Plus 12. Plus 12 minus 1 is what? Plus 11. Let's look at this one. 2 times 4. 2 times 4 plus is what? 8 plus. 8 plus 3 is what? Plus 11. So with my charges are correct. So this equation is what? Correct. So any Redox equation, follow this rule, you will get it. Where you have a non-oxygen atom and hydrogen, balance them first. Then use water to balance oxygen. When you balance oxygen, hydrogen needs to be balanced. You use hydrogen ion. Then you look at the charge. You balance the charge by adding electrons. So after that, you look at the electron loss and electron gain. If they're not the same, use the other one to multiply the other one so that the electrons will be equal. You add up the two equations together. Simple. Equation on the ball. In balancing the above redox equation, the value of y is given as, look at this y, you are asked to find it, and look at the options given. So this question, you don't need to break this thing up into oxidation reduction before you now get the number of electrons. So what do? Just count the charges you have. Remember, a balanced redox equation, the charges what you have on the right hand side must be equal to what you have on the product side. So what you need to do is do what? Count your charges. What do I have here? Minus 1 on the right hand side. 8 plus 8 times plus 1, that's plus 8. And on the product side, what do I have? 2 plus, that's plus 2. Minus 1 plus 8 is what? Plus 7. It's equal to plus 2. So you can see the charges are around the same. So what will I add? Remember, normally I add the electrons. What will I add to make this thing to be equal? If I add plus 5 electrons, remember electron is negatively charged, so it will not be what? 7. If I add 5 electrons, that's 7 minus 5. I'll be having what? Plus 2, which is also equals to what? The one on the product side. So when you see a question like just add your charges, count the charges you have on the right hand side, count the one on the product side, you'll get the answer. Come to the end of today's lesson. I will encourage you to do what? Attempt more exercises in your textbook from past question. Attempt this, very easy. In the next video, I will do a video on how to balance redox equation in alkaline medium. See you next time. Bye.